So, hello Lisa.
Hello.
Thanks for coming out.
Yes,
and,
thank you for having me.
Doing this short conversation with us.
Yes.
So, you already told me that you just moved this year to Bratislava.
Yes.
So, kind of a new expat, more or less.
Yes, exactly.
Here in Bratislava, or Pressburg, as it used to be called in the Austrian times. Tell us more about it. How was it to come here?
Considering the fact that I came here from Ukraine, I haven't expected this happen this year specifically, and I have never considered Slovakia as a country where I will move in my life, and I have no idea how it's going to be here. But I've been living here for 7 months probably as of now. And it feels really cool because it's a bit different from the city where I lived before in Kiev. Kiev, a little like kind of bigger city, and Bratislava has less population. But I would say that Bratislava I even like more than Kiev because it's a bit calm and chill and relaxed city. And it has everything that you need, like for your I would say basic lifestyle, like offices, shopping centers, and old city. So you have pretty everything.
So surely before coming to Slovakia, you and your company have probably also looked into other countries
yes.
to be based out of.
Yes.
What other countries did you look into, and why did you eventually settle with Bratislava?
Yes, basically we have been thinking about different options. For us, the one main point that was really important is to pick the country that is not so far, that is not far from Ukraine. Am I saying this correctly? Okay, that is not far from Ukraine because. In our company, we have about 60, 70 employees overall, and all of them have family, obviously, and we don't want to pick the country that will be far from Ukraine, really far. So that's why we have been thinking about some nearby countries, like Poland, Hungary, Slovakia, Latvia as well. And the reason we picked Slovakia is because basically it's not so far from Ukraine, and the other point is that Slovakia is somehow similar to our culture, and it is really comfortable being here with people. And also we have been thinking about Poland, but at the moment when we need to move somewhere in Poland, it was a bit crazy because too much people come to Poland, I mean Ukrainians, and at that point it was really difficult to find something to rent out. So that's why we decided to pick Slovakia, because it was more easy to find something and settle.
So more affordable,
yes,
basically.
More affordable and more easy to find and settle here.
So did you all end up settling here in Slovakia, or are you now distributed?
Yes, employees who have ability to cross the border, they came here. Some of them came here and they live here. But at this point, the majority of our employees are in Ukraine because men are forbidden to cross the border, and that's why they kind of stuck here. But in the nearest future, we hope that everything will be better and we can move the whole company here and relocate to Bratislava.
Oh, nice. Very
yes.
Nice. So maybe tell us a bit about your company, ARVI VR.
Yes.
Am I pronouncing it right?
Yes,
yeah,
ARVI VR. So ARVI VR is the company is basically the startup, and we work in entertainment out of home industry. And we develop virtual reality games for B2B venues. So it's somehow similar how cinema network works, because we're production. We provide VR venue with content, and not only the content, but it's difficult to explain. And these VR venues, they are small cinemas all around the world. They sell this content to B2C market. So we are providing B2B owners with content, and these B2B owners sell this to B2C market. So these VR venues, this is just like the place where you can come with your friends or family and play VR game together with them. And usually our games, like our main focus was escape room in VR, and this is like the long experience, because you have to go through the whole history of the game. And during the game, you need to engage and communicate with your friends or family, depending on who came with you, and you together solve puzzles to finish the game. So yeah, it's kind of interesting because it's not just like arcade game where you need to shoot something and that's all. This is something that you are like inside of the movie, and you communicate with people to escape from somewhere, and it's like really great experience to have.
All right. Where's the next location where I can try it out?
Like basically anywhere in Europe, we have such VR venues almost in like every big city in Europe. So right now we have about 600 VR owners all over the world. This is partial, like 50% goes for Europe and 50% goes for US probably, in rough numbers.
And then kind of going back to the location topic, what would you say for tech people are the good reasons to move to Slovakia?
Yes, good reasons are, first of all, it's the cost of living is really comfortable here, and this is like a really good reason to come here if you wanna like and allow yourself good lifestyle, I would say. And other reason is that the city itself is very comfortable because it's like really relaxed and calm. And if you do not like big cities, or you would you want to try something different from big cities and you want to try living in like a bit smaller, this is the great city to live here, because it's really chill and nice if you want to try something different.
Is it easy to get started here if you speak English but not the local language?
So I don't know if I'm the best person to ask this question, because I'm not really communicate a lot with people here.
Right.
And I believe if you're just regular person visiting the city, if you know English, that should be enough for you, because a lot of people know English and there is no problem to communicate in English.
Are there any downsides of relocating to Slovakia that you've noticed so far?
Maybe not downsides, but the things that may not fit everyone, because if you expect here to have like really dynamic lifestyle and have, I don't know, if you used to be in big city and live in big city, maybe it feel really different, and maybe it's not like downside, but maybe it will be not a fit for everyone, because it's different. The city is smaller, but as I said, on the other hand, this city has pretty everything that you need for like for living here. Yes.
Cool. That sounds very nice.
Yes.
So, how would you actually describe the differences in the Ukrainian and Slovakian startup culture?
Yes, I have noticed a few differences because in Ukrainian we have a bit different situation, and what I found out interesting in that is that in Eastern European countries there are a lot of government projects and government how to say that. I noticed that in European countries, in Eastern European countries, there are a lot of government incentives. They help startups to be here and grow, and they help you to raise first money, for example. And in Ukraine, we haven't had such programs, and I believe that it's really great to have.
Interesting.
Because in Ukraine, it's more about like venture capital. We have like venture capital. How to say that? Venture capital funds.
Yeah, VC funds. Yeah.
VC funds, yes, and we do not have like some government incentives in that specific direction.
Interesting.
And I find that found out that in Europe it's pretty like standard, and almost like every country here have like such programs. And I find it really helpful for startups and for companies here and for like general people who live here, because it provides people with ability to start from something, and it's more easy for them to build startup and to think. So they drive the culture, and it's really good for the country itself.
Cool. That sounds really good.
Yes.
In terms of the business culture, are there any differences that you're aware of? Like how people work together, do business between Ukraine and Slovakia?
Differences in business culture, I'm probably not ready to really notice some of them, but what I found out as well is that a lot of European people really enjoy working with Ukrainians, and they believe that Ukrainians are like very talented people in general, and in Ukraine there are a lot of really professional a lot of professionals, specifically in IT industry. In European people really enjoy working with Ukrainians, and I'm really proud of this fact, because the longer I live here, the more I see this.
So Lisa, thank you very much for talking to us today. It was definitely a pleasure, and yeah, I wish you all the best with your company ARVI VR.
Yes, thank you so much. I really enjoy it, and thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.